Alright, welcome. Try this again. I started and it was an absolute disaster, and then I died and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna start over. And it's going so much better now, can't you tell? I should probably just avoid these guys. So I was attempting to talk about, there's an analyst who, come on. Why am I still trying to fight these guys? There's an analyst who wonders if in the current climate with how bad certain companies are doing, if something crazy will happen, such as Apple purchasing Disney. Right now, Disney stocks are pretty horrible. Although it's important to point out this is just analysts going, hey, what if this happens? It's not like any kind of confirmed report or rumor or anything like that. But I was thinking to myself, like, whether or not I think this would be actually beneficial for Disney, like the way they those little things, the way they've been going with their business. I just want to get away from them. Ooh. Like obviously, since Apple is trying to get into the whole streaming thing, I don't know if they've even started their streaming service or if they're still working on it. But obviously being able to pick up all the Disney movies as well as like, Pixar, Marvel, Lucas, like that would be huge for them. As far as companies, honestly, I don't think either of them are really that good of a company. Apple, like they had controversy in a few years ago. Oh crap, I think this is that fight again. Hey look, it's this dead guy. Anyways, Apple had a bunch of controversy with things such as basically removing features from their items and selling them at higher prices. Honestly, I don't remember much on that one, but the one I do remember is they got caught basically sending out updates that made it so the device basically didn't work. Oh, crap. But yeah, the updates would like slow down the device, make it so it wasn't working properly, and then people would like, oh, better buy a new one. So very, very not consumer friendly company. And sorry, I'm trying to find a luck potion. And then you got I'm just curious. Ooh. Ah. Oh. Ah! Let's try this again. So yeah, you have Apple, which is definitely not the most consumer-friendly company, and then on the other side you have Disney. Well, oh crap, I can't move. I hate those guys. Who I personally think just makes a lot of stupid decisions. Obviously, they've made good decisions at some point because they had billions of dollars to throw around. But, well, let's just look at a couple different things. Video games. Actually, I meant to look this up beforehand. I completely forgot. Actually, since it's save point easy, I'll glance at it now. All right, did a little bit of reading. um, so, yeah, Disney as a company. In like, I can talk. It's okay. Early on in Disney's video game history, they basically just licensed out their IPs to other companies, and then decided, hey, we can just do it ourselves and have even more profit. And then apparently said, holy crap, making video games is hard. We don't know what we're doing. But the article I was reading, it didn't give a list, but it said in 10 years, Disney like purchased and then ended up closing at least 6 different studios. And I couldn't find the article I was hoping to find, but I want to say a lot of it was like, oh, this studio seems to be like leading this trend. Like, we want in on that trend, so they'd buy the studio. Like, oh, this trend's not making as much money as we were hoping, so we're gonna fire everyone. Slightly simplified version. But the worst one was actually with their main studio, working on the Disney Infinite series. I couldn't find a... Oh, crap. Yeah, that's where I wish I could find a... Oh, there goes my text. It's where I wish I could find an article talking about it, because the story I heard back in a video, Game Informer, or not Game Informer, Giant Bomb video. Oops, that worked well. Yeah, Giant Bomb video from... Holy crap. Holy crap. I'm not going to do well. Oh, okay, I'm going down here. Anyways, every year at E3, Giant Bomb takes time to talk to 3 guys, Dave Lang, and for the life of me, I cannot remember. It's John and something. But anyways, John, I can't remember his last name. He worked at the Disney Game Studio. Like, these 3 guys came up together at Midway, and despite at the time going to different studios, maintained their friendship. And so Giant Bomb's E3 coverage was like a way for them to get together and catch up. Haha. Oh. I need a save. Actually, let's do those meal tickets. So the one who was worked Disney Infinite, they did fantastic. Like, had their best year ever. And if I remember correctly, he talked about having a basically having a celebration to celebrate how much money they brought in for Disney. Everyone was super excited, couldn't wait to see what the next year brought. But Disney, like, I guess, like, Skylanders, which was basically what they created Disney Infinite to challenge Skylanders, had seen a slight decrease in profits. Like, it was still very profitable, but not as profitable as it had been. So Disney's like, well, we made $1 billion, but we're probably not going to make $1 billion next year, so we might as well just drop out now before we lose money. So they had the celebration, and I want to say it was just probably like a couple months later. Like, oh, by the way, we're closing the studio. You're all fired. But, I'm kind of all over the place chatting, but, to make matters worse, like, they're going back to, like, okay, we're just going to pay other people to make our games for us, and now, I forgot to look this up. I think there was a report, like, last year that they were looking into hiring, new people to make video games for them. I'm sitting there thinking, like, the amount of people they have, like, the amount of studios they have closed and the amount of people they had fired, I wouldn't want to work for them. It's like Cthulhu. But going to movies, holy crap. That's not dancing. Basically, Disney themselves, like, all they're doing right now is just live-action remakes and sequels, which I have no problem with remakes, sequels, and reboots. I haven't watched any of the live-action Disney remakes. They don't really interest me that much. Like, from what I've heard, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are just, like, beat-for-beat remakes with, slightly changed music and modified characters for diversity's sake. Oh, what if we made this character gay? Or what if we turned this white character black? And I don't know. I'd rather just watch the old cartoons. Pixar, I know they're doing poorly at the moment. Onward, or whatever it's called, is kind of flopping at the moment. But I think everyone still loves them. Lucas, the issue there is kind of like with those Disney remakes. They pretty much decided, diversity is a secret to a good movie. Like, who cares about storytelling, character development, anything like that? As long as you're diverse, it's a good movie. And I feel like Marvel's kind of gone that direction too. I mean, there are other complaints about Marvel. I feel like I've lost my train of thought a long time ago, but whatever. There are other complaints about Marvel, such as them being a little formulaic. The movies are fun, no doubt about that, but a lot of them definitely do follow a formula, and they were definitely afraid of taking risks. Like, oh, I can't kill anyone who we might be able to spin off into their own series. Like, even Infinity War, I can talk, which was supposed to be their big, oh, look at how risky we are, we killed everyone. Like, before the movie came out, you had Doctor Strange, which introduced time travel and time manipulation, and hi there. And you had them, like, announcing that, hey, we're gonna have future projects with some of these characters, these newer characters. And then everyone except for the original characters dies. And like, yeah, they're just gonna get rid of all their new characters. That was a good movie, but just there was no fear, no real stakes, because you knew everything was going to be reversed. So you got, on one hand, a legendary movie studio. Oh yeah, I can turn into a wolf. Who seems to be afraid to take any risk, except for when it comes to annoying their fan base. Oh crap. And on the other hand, you have an extremely holy. You have an extremely anti-consumer company who, speculation, nothing confirmed, but might purchase them. So, yeah, I don't think be that good if Apple does purchase Disney. Oh. I think one thing that would work, I have a feeling that Apple would just take all the movies that Disney keeps on locking in its vault and just like release them. Because why are we hiding these when we could be making money off of them? But that's just my speculation. Now that I've rambled on about that for way too long and kind of got lost in details, let's talk about other rumors that are potentially very exciting. Oh crap. Holy crap. So there's talk that Sony wants to purchase the rights to various video game franchises from Konami, including Castlevania, Silent Hill, and Metal Gear Solid. Ooh, I got a rib. That would be really exciting for multiple reasons. Mainly because they have Hideo Kojima, creator of Metal Gear, at one of their studio now. He has his new Kojima Productions, but he worked on. I want to say he worked on Lords of Shadow, the new 3D Castlevania series from a few years back, newer. He was working on Silent Hills before that got canceled by Konami, and then of course, obviously, Metal Gear. So, the initial rumor came about. I guess there was talk of doing a horror game with Norman Reedus, who was going to be the character you play as in Silent Hills. And then there was talk of Sony trying to purchase the IPs, which I don't know if that's confirmed or if that's still just complete rumors. But that would make people really happy, because that Silent Hills game, that looked creepy. It looked like a major return to form for the series. So people were really upset when it got canceled. That worked. Hey, I can go through here. Ooh. What the? That's just not right. That's ew. So there's rumors that there's like 2 Castlevania games. One would be, it's believed to be the Silent Hills that was canceled, and then the other would be like a reboot for the series or a remake. I'm not sure. Which actually would be kind of weird for it to be a reboot, considering Silent Hills was already kind of a reboot. What's funny is the first video I watched on this, there are 2 presenters, and when they were talking Castlevania, one guy said, "Oh, the rumor I heard is that they would be doing like a Lords of Shadow style game, no more like 2D." And the other guy's like, "Oh, the rumor I heard is that they would be doing 2D, not 3D Lords of Shadow." And then the speculation for Metal Gear is that it would be a remake of oh, we're going down this way. Ooh. Go through here. Whew. That should have hurt me. It'd be a remake of Metal Gear 1 and 2. which would be pretty awesome. I didn't know Mist could take out spikes. I would love to see Twilight. Let's see what that does. I would love to see everything else stays the same, but Constitution's up. So hey, why not? Why not? All right. Anywho, I would love to see not necessarily like a full like redo of Metal Gear 5. I feel like that would take too long, but maybe like a DLC or which actually that might not be easy to do since I don't know if they do get the license. I don't know if they would get the Fox engine, but maybe like a standalone small game similar to like the Ground Zeroes. Something along those lines, just to finish that story a little better, since it's clear that it wasn't completed. Or at least like an extended cutscene kind of explaining the happenings and the goings-ons if they do the Metal Gear 1 and 2. And I agree with the presenters. Keep the same horrible names from Backflipping Panther? What the? What is this? That worked out well. Anyways, keep the horrible boss names from that game, like Shotgunner. I have no clue how long I've been playing because I spent so long reading that article. That worked out well. There's gotta be a save somewhere. Oh, crap. I'm not taking on another boss. I don't want to lose everything I've done so far. I need to save and call it an episode. Stop poisoning myself. Ooh. Actually, let's see if there's anything down here, but I think if I go up, Tawa. I think there's a save somewhere around here. Let's see, where am I? Okay, I have an idea where I can go. And there's, okay. Oh, this is working out well. But man, yeah, I haven't. Jeez, I know how to change back. I haven't played through Metal Gear 1 and 2 yet. I do have them on my Metal Gear Solid 3 came with I guess a slightly modified. I don't know how different they are, but fairly accurate, I assume, remake of the games. But played through them a little bit, but I've never beaten them. I definitely intend to do that someday for this channel. Because it's a Metal Gear game, I gotta play through it. But I would love to have like a full 3D remake, gameplay similar to I love gameplay similar to like Metal Gear 5, but with more like level design closer to like the earlier games, like less open. But I love the gameplay on 5. Right now I'm just talking as I try to find a save spot. I remember like when 5 first came out, I basically said that like as far as jeez. Okay. As far as like gameplay is concerned, Metal Gear Solid 5 might be among my favorite. Holy crap! What is that? Might be among my favorite open world games. But when you break it down into like game design, world design and mission structure, that's definitely where it suffers. Like world design, it's a little too repetitive, and there's just not many like super memorable spots as compared to like old Metal Gear games. Oh crap, I don't know, I don't remember where save spots are. It's on. Yeah, I don't want to go up there. This is going to be bad. Okay, I know where I am. I hate these things. Like, I can't move right now. He's swinging on his own. This is that giant stairway, so if I just, These guys are annoying me so much I legitimately don't know remember what I was saying a few minutes ago. Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5, oh, come on. What did I just do? I think I did one of the special moves. Oh my word. I should probably... Oh my word. Alright, anyways, when you look at like Metal Gear Solid 2, 1, 2, and 3, even 4, even though 4 is a much more open game, there's a ton of individual locations that I clearly remember in that game. Get off me. But in 5, there's just not many places that are like super interesting. And the oil place is okay, but it's just an oil refinery. The airports, I don't know, once again, it's just an airport. That mansion's kind of fun to explore. Like, there's areas here and there that are fun to explore, but nothing stands out as much as, like, Shadow Moses or Big Shell. But, that's enough rambling. I finally found a safe spot. I can get out of here. Oh, that was a whole lot of talking. Hopefully some of it made sense. Thank you very much for joining me, my dear friends. Until, oh my word, I've messed up my line. Later.